right. Can I have a seat, please?
Are you going to be in the same one?
What do you mean, same one?
Same jail?
Yeah. Go ahead. Alrighty.
This is the story of Isabel Aurelia Valdez, age 15, and Lois Olivio's Lippert, age 14. Two best friends, two students at the same Florida high school, and, according to investigators, two individuals who conspired to kill a classmate as part of a blood ritual to resurrect one of America's deadliest mass murderers.
Yeah. You do me a favor, try to stand up, put your hands behind your back.
You want to stand up? Place your hands behind your back.
We're gonna kiss them? Yes.
The case breaks open not because of a detective, not because of a surveillance camera, but because of a student who decided to say something. On January 22nd, 2026, an anonymous tip is submitted through Fortify-FL, a school safety app designed specifically to allow students and community members to report threats without revealing their identity. The message is chilling in its specificity. There is a student, the tip says, who goes by the name Jimmy, and Jimmy is planning to kill another student tomorrow. Law enforcement moves quickly. Altamonte Springs Police Department investigators arrive at Lake Brantley High School and begin the process of identifying who Jimmy is. It doesn't take long. Jimmy is Isabel Aurelia Valdez, a 15-year-old girl. Officers pull her from class. She denies everything. She says she doesn't know anything about a tip. She plays it calm. But investigators don't stop there, because when they search Isabel's bag, they find a knife, and tucked beside it, a handwritten note addressed to her parents. It reads, "I'm sorry for what I'm going to do. I chose to do this by myself, for Adam Lanza." For anyone who doesn't know that name, Adam Lanza is the gunman responsible for the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre. On December 14, 2012, he killed 26 people, 20 of them children, in one of the deadliest school shootings in American history. He died at the scene. He has been dead for over a decade. So why is his name appearing in a handwritten note inside a 15-year-old girl's school bag in 2026? According to investigators, Isabel Valdez had developed a deep, consuming obsession with Adam Lanza. She studied him. She was fascinated by him. She believed, truly believed, that she had a connection to him. And in her mind, she had found a way to bring him back. Court documents state that there was a boy at Lake Brantley High School, a classmate, who, in Isabel's eyes, bore a resemblance to Lanza. And prosecutors allege she became convinced of something impossible, that if she killed this boy, his blood would forge a spiritual bond between her and Lanza, and that bond would resurrect him from the dead. This was not a passing dark thought. According to Discord messages recovered by investigators, Isabel had been communicating this plan to her best friend, Lois Lippert, in explicit detail. In one message, she wrote, "It's going to be over by tomorrow." In another, "Can you bring latex gloves?" And in another, words that prosecutors would later read aloud in a Florida courtroom, she wrote that she was going to make a blood ritual for Adam Lanza. She wasn't spiraling. She was planning. The plot, as investigators would reconstruct it, was methodical. Isabel and Lois had selected the location, a school restroom. They had selected the weapon, a knife, which, according to prosecutors, the two girls had already brought to campus and sharpened and tested inside a bathroom stall. The attack itself would unfold in stages. Isabel would lure the victim into the restroom. She would wait for him. Then she planned to stab him in the stomach, or cut his throat. After the attack, according to court documents, she planned to leave flowers at the scene, and then smoke a cigarette, like it was nothing, like it was a ritual completed, like it was something to celebrate. Lois Lippert's role in the plan was not passive. Prosecutors allege she was an active, willing accomplice. She allegedly supplied latex gloves. She brought chocolate, flowers, and cigarettes to school to be used as part of the post-attack plan. She allegedly helped sharpen the knife. And investigators say she created disturbing hand-drawn sketches, graphic illustrations depicting the victim dead on the floor next to Valdez and the victim hanging from a rope. Prosecutors described the drawings as graphic and disturbing. This was not one person acting alone. This was a collaboration.
They thought this was cute. I don't want her on the internet talking to other young folks about this. It's too dangerous. And so for that reason, I think that that's a real risk to the community that I just can't fix.
When officers pulled Isabel and Lois from their classrooms on January 23, 2026, the plan had not yet been carried out. A classmate who heard something and said something had stopped it in time. The body camera footage shows the two girls walking through the hallways of Lake Brantley High School in handcuffs. They're placed in the back of a patrol vehicle. And then they start laughing. The squad car video, 20 minutes long, recorded without the girls' knowledge, would later become one of the most damning pieces of evidence prosecutors presented in court. In it, Isabel tells Lois she had wanted to wear makeup that morning for her mugshot. She couldn't find any before school. She says she looks horrible. Lois replies, "I'm glad I don't look too bad today." And then Isabel says something that stopped the courtroom cold. "At least they'll see me in the mugshot some way or another." Pause. They were thinking about the true crime community. They were thinking about infamy. They wanted people to know their names. Isabel is also heard saying, casually, as if it were a minor inconvenience, "I don't feel guilty for my actions." She said the only person she felt bad for was her mother, and Lois Lippert's mother. The prosecutor who played this footage in court called it the sociopathic attitude of two young women who had shown no remorse and no fear of consequences. Honestly, Isabel says on the recording, "We're probably going to get a minimum of 4 years." She was smiling when she said it.
Wait, they went through his phone?
No, they're going to go through his phone. Oh my god. Hey, what are you doing here?
Amazing.
He's gonna be arrested too.
What? Why?
Yes, I told him he knew. He didn't report me. I told him already. He did a tip?
There was a tip. There was a tip shown. Did you not see it?
No?
Someone tipped.
He fucking snitched.
I don't get why I wouldn't tell the police though. He did a tip though.
Huh?
Police, he did a tip though. Cause it was an anonymous tip. But I was just assuming it was by the writing.
Yeah.
Just like
It was?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god. But I knew I shouldn't have told him. Cause he was like, "Oh, can you please tell me I can't sleep tonight?" Fuck you! God!
Bravo 14 o'clock.
Yeah, I got shown the tip and it was like, my friend, 15-year-old, named, he goes by Jimmy, is planning to kill some dude. Yeah, and it was like, I don't really remember their real name, but I think it was Isabel.
Bravo 14 o'clock.
Yeah, it was spelled wrong too, so.
God! She's such a fucking snitch.
So that's immediately what I thought when I saw that fucking...
I do feel bad for my mama. That's the only person I feel bad for. And you. I feel bad for your mama too.
On February 3rd, 2026, both Isabel Valdez and Lois Lippert were formally booked into the Seminole County Jail. Each faced 6 charges, including attempted first-degree premeditated murder, attempted felony murder, and possession of a weapon on school property. And in a move that sent a clear message from prosecutors, both girls were charged as adults. The state attorney's office explained the decision directly. Prosecuting them in adult court provides more long-term accountability and sentencing options than the juvenile justice system would allow. This state attorney's office takes school violence seriously, their statement read, and will prosecute those who threaten it. On March 11th, 2026, both girls appeared before a Seminole County judge for a bond hearing. Lois Lippert's parents took the stand. They pleaded with the judge. They offered to supervise their daughter at home. They offered strict restrictions, mental health support, anything. The judge denied bond for both girls. Assistant State Attorney Dominic Leo argued there were no conditions of release reasonably sufficient to protect the community from the risk of physical harm. The court agreed. The mother of the intended victim, a woman named Jennifer, who also works as a speech-language pathologist at Lake Brantley High School, spoke to reporters in the aftermath. She said she has to walk past that bathroom every single day. The same bathroom where her son was supposed to die. She said the toll has been constant, that it has affected her ability to sleep, her ability to eat. Her son is alive because one student heard something and chose to say something. Both Isabel Aurelia Valdez and Lois Olivios Lippert have pleaded not guilty. Their attorneys have noted that their clients are entitled to the presumption of innocence and to a fair, unbiased legal process. No trial date has been set. The case remains active. But this story leaves us with questions that go far beyond the courtroom. How does a 15-year-old girl become so consumed by a dead mass murderer that she believes killing another human being will bring him back to life? What does it mean that she and her best friend planned this for months? Laughing, texting, sharpening a blade, and no one knew until the very last moment. What does it say about where we are, as a culture, as a society, when two teenage girls are caught on camera worrying about their mugshots, minutes after being arrested for an attempted murder? The case of Isabel Valdez and Lois Lippert is not just about what almost happened inside a Florida high school bathroom. It is about what happens when obsession becomes ideology, when infamy becomes aspiration, when the line between watching darkness and becoming it disappears entirely. A boy is alive today because someone spoke up. Remember that.